guys. Want to hear me all right? Yeah? My name's Hyde, Team Leader of e-commerce at Ciao, UK. It's Microsoft's review and price comparison site. I'm here today to talk to you about user-generated content and the impact of Bing on online shopping in the UK. I was very lucky enough to speak last year at this event, talking about user-generated content. And in the 3 days I've spent at the show, it seems like it's quite a hot topic for retailers. Lots of people talking about reviews, trying to work out, how to make best use of them, and how they're impacting, the retailer space. Before I show you the agenda for today, I'd like to highlight a couple of quotes I found while researching the topic. I think the most interesting for me, and the one that I picked out at the top, is actually from you guys, from internet professionals who we spoke to at the event last year, saying 69% of internet professionals believe that user-generated content helps to improve sales. Very clear from that retailers, agencies, online consumers are looking to save money. They're looking to read reviews to improve conversion rate. To talk about the agenda today, I'm going to talk about user-generated content in the context of online shopping. Then I'm going to mention trust in the buying cycle, how as a retailer you can increase trust. I'm going to show you some examples of user-generated content, some positive, some negative, how people are doing it currently. And finally, I'm going to talk about Ciao and Bing and how Bing's new technology is helping to impact shopping in the UK. So online shopping, why is it important? Well, I think everyone in here is obviously aware of the massive amount of money that's spent online in shopping. The slide that I'm showing you here is actually a MediaScope survey from last year, explaining that 92% of internet users have shopped online at some point, either regular shoppers or they have purchased. You can see in the UK we're quite ahead of the curve in terms of the EU. So again, just highlighting how important online shopping is. I think at this point it's worth pointing out the interpretation of the social commerce space from a Ciao point of view. Historically, users have always sort of gravitated towards the provider-driven, so manufacturer sites, online shops, very technical, expert reviews. What we're seeing at Ciao is people are starting to move towards the left-hand side, the user-driven, social communities, business networks. They're looking to get information from other users. How does Ciao fit in another consumer portal as well? We like to think we're right in the middle. So we've got that mix. We've got the information from the manufacturer, we've got the prices, and we've also got the word-of-mouth marketing, the actual feedback from day-to-day users. This slide I think is very interesting. It shows the top 20 retail sites in the UK. Two things I've highlighted on here. The first being that 3 of the top 20 sites are actually content and consumer focused. What that means is shopping.com, Ciao, Shopzilla, although we don't actually sell products, because we've got so much information and reviews, we've got prices for retailers, we're actually listing on the retail space. Second thing I've highlighted is that 13 have already introduced their own reviews. That's capturing their own information. I think it's fair to say all 20 have actually got reviews on the site, but 13 of these are actually from their own users. They're actually capturing that information themselves. Why is that relevant, you may ask? Well, I'm going to show you an example of why user-generated content is very effective in SEO. Okay? I've got Bing, obviously Microsoft's new search engine. Somebody's looking for a Dell laptop. You can see, obviously, you've got sponsored links on the right-hand side. What I'd like to highlight is the fact that because of the amount of information Ciao has got, the amount of reviews we've got, we actually list very, very highly on SEO. This is free traffic. It's a great way of obviously getting a lot of traffic to a site at very minimal cost. Second example is from another search engine. You may have heard of it. Again, same search terms, Dell laptops. Again, Ciao listing very, very highly because of the amount of content. The reason why I picked this example, on the right-hand side, you can see Dixons are actually listed on the sponsored links. Now this is a site that don't actually capture their own reviews. They do have reviews, but it's from a third party. So they're actually paying a premium to be listing on these search terms, rather than actually getting the free traffic that content sites, price comparison sites are getting. Just again, highlighting how important it is to have your own content and reviews. I'm sure this slide won't amaze anyone. Communication online shopping are the most important web activities. I can't imagine there's anyone in the room who hasn't heard of Facebook, MySpace, Twitter. Very, very important in terms of promoting products. Online shopping, obviously, again, very, very important in the space. The two most important online activities. I've got a couple of quotes to back these up. Facebook, blogs, Twitter, and customer reviews considered the most effective tactic for mobilizing consumers to talk up products online. This is from an e-tailing survey, actually speaking to retailers about the impact that these kind of sites are having talking about products, talking about brands. It's a great way of drumming up interest. What about from a retailer perspective? 79% of online UK retailers surveyed reported that the main benefit of consumer-generated rating reviews was an improved site conversion rate. Again, a very, very strong message coming from retailers that they're seeing that reviews are actually improving conversion rates on their site, improving sales, improving revenue. So what about trust? Well, I'm going to show you some examples of trust in the buying cycle and how as a retailer you can actually increase trust in your brand and your products. We start with a very, very practical approach. We pulled these from the Ciao site, Shop A and Shop B. Very, very positive reviews, which is great, talking about how great the site was, the products, maybe the delivery. Great example of user-generated content in a very positive manner. What do we do if we replace those with actually negative reviews? So again, same shops, I blank them out, obviously to protect their brand. Users are complaining about maybe delivery, about the product, about the site, it's not easy to navigate. What have these shops done to actually respond to that? Well, Shop A decided to respond in a very public manner. What they've done is they've put a comment from themselves, apologising to the customer, addressing their concerns, putting some contact details down. What this is doing is it's building trust, because it's actually showing that they're open. They're not adverse to speaking to clients, even though it's a negative review. Shop B, on the other hand, they've actually left it. They've left it in the public forum with no reply. Now, as a user, if I'm looking at these two, obviously I'm going to take on board the negative comment, but I'm actually going to read, yes, this shop is actually willing to open dialogue and speak to our consumers. So what about the buying cycle? Well, again, I'm sure everyone in the room is very clear. Some of the consumers looking to purchase, they research, product selection, merchant selection, then you've got the purchase experience and your own personal experience. So where within this do advice and opinions and trust go? Well, I'd say everywhere. Advice and opinions on the product you're looking for. Is this the right product for me? Is this the right merchant? Am I happy? They've got a good reputation. Same with the experience. How did I actually find, buying this product? From a personal experience, would I recommend it to people? Again, it's just showing how important trust is in the buying cycle. How does trust help overcome conflicts? Well, as you may remember from last year when I spoke, information and trust equals conversion. We've obviously got conflicts on the left, spoiled for choice. Is this the right product? Again, financial sacrifices. Am I getting the best deal? And also right timing. Are they going to deliver on time? Is this convenient? Trust fits into all of these. Visibility on portals, social community, word of mouth. What are people saying about our products? Are they recommending them to friends? Are we on the right shopping portals? Are we promoting our products in the correct manner? I just want to take the time out and show you a quick stat that we got from Ciao survey. We've got about 6 million members across Europe, and those that were surveyed, 82% of Ciao users have already changed their purchase decision due to a consumer review. Again, it's just highlighting, reiterating what I've been saying about how important reviews are. They're actually affecting retailers and their reviews. So to summarise, trust is a decisive factor in the purchase decision. Users trust users. Again, echoing the comments. Product reviews, dealer reviews. Trust comes into all of these. How important is it what people are saying about your brand? I'm going to show you some examples of quality seals in a second. These are very, very good ways of building trust in a very practical sense with your site by aligning yourself with good companies, with review sites, with price comparison sites. So if you have got trust, what should you do? You should shout about it. Now, this is an example of an electronics retailer. On the right-hand side, very, very prominent. They've aligned themselves with various different price comparison sites, review sites. As a user, this is giving them more information. It's putting their mind at rest when they're looking at products. Another example from a camera client in the UK. Again, a very nice example. Reviews, price comparison. It's very, very prominent on the page. As a user, if I'm looking to purchase something, I can't get away from this. It's building trust. It's giving me more information before I potentially click through and purchase from this site.